What's good, y'all? It's Mikhail, best shooter in the gym at all time, in any gym I walk into. And today, I'm gonna be letting y'all in on a couple shooting secrets. Let's go. What the
All right, Kel, so when you in the gym and you first walk in, how do you start off to warm up, get your shot right?
I first start off with either Kevin Durant shooting, which is 5 spots in the lane, and then the free throw is the last spot. But 7 shots, and that all equals 35. And you know, Kevin Durant's numbers is 7 and 35. So I'll start with that, and I'll start in close, just to get my touch right from all angles of the basket. Starting with these first 3 spots, I think these are one of the most important, just because being able to shoot the same way you do here than I do out at the 3-point line is really important, because one of the most important things to me about shooting is consistency. Because of course everyone wants to make every shot, but to me, people tell you a lot, you know, a lot of hoopers have been asked, like, what's the definition of insanity? And that is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. You know, if I'm shooting the same way every time and it keeps going in, I would be insane to switch that up. So I want to find, you know, the same stroke from all over the court that I know I can rely on it and find that consistency. And doing this starts really setting in your brain the muscle memory of just the right form, the right touch, and seeing the ball go in the hoop. So I start with these three spots, and I focus on getting the ball up in the air and not, you know, just touching the ball in the basket and not being afraid to shoot it, but being confident in putting the ball up, knowing that it's gonna fall down. And here, when I find a little kinks in my shot that I need to fix, you know, I'll tell myself I need to bend my knees a little more, get more upward motion on the shot. And most importantly here is, like I said, getting the ball up in the air with a nice arc, because the higher you put the ball, the better, you know, the higher the percentage it is for the ball to go in, because it's a better angle coming down in a circle than a straight line drive or something like that.
All right. Can you explain when you shooting, what finger you trying to get it off of? Are you trying to get off your ring finger, your middle finger, your pointer finger?
Yeah. So for me, I really get it off my pointer finger and my middle finger last. So when I'm releasing, I let the ball go here, and my middle finger is the last finger on the ball. And I do this just because, like I said, it's consistent, and with all my body moving up at the same time, I can just, it's not like a forced motion. It's in tune with everything else, like a car engine. Like, you know, just because you press the gas don't mean, you know, one of the wheels starts spinning. It means the engine is going, the axles and everything. I don't know a whole lot about cars, but it's the same thing. Like a reverse waterfall, everything is going at the same time.
So would you say that you're consciously trying to get it off that middle finger, or is it just the position of your hand allows you to get it?
I definitely am trying to get off the middle finger, just because I've been so used to, you know, finding that same stroke, and it helps me because my middle finger is in the middle of my hand, and it helps me get everything in line. So when I'm on the 3-point line and I get a catch and shoot situation, I'm gonna have my right foot back, left foot planted, and as soon as I catch the ball, my right foot is forward, and my right foot, knee, hip, shoulder, comes to elbow, wrist, middle finger. Everything's in line, and once I'm putting my right foot at the basket, I have nothing to worry about, because I'm not going to shoot the ball right or left. I just got to shoot it. All I have to do is shoot it straight and up in my mind, and it's going to go in every time.
Now, before you even shoot it,
sorry, you heard that.
So a lot of people, you see a lot of different forms, and when I watch you shoot, the ball, your shooting hand, I don't really see your thumb involved to where your thumb is like this.
No.
Usually your thumb is out like this. So are you? What do you think like allows you to do that? Is it?
Like I said at the beginning, you know, when you form shooting, you want your finger pads on the ball, not your palm. You know what I'm saying? But when your finger pads on the ball, you're not gonna shoot the ball, you know, like this with your thumb gripping the ball. It's kind of like a relaxed motion. But these fingers are very engaged, and the thumb is kind of relaxed because my guy here, my left hand, is keeping the ball stable. So when I go up, I don't need this thumb to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Everything is coming off. My thumb is the first finger off the ball, and then it comes off my pointer finger and my middle finger. So my middle finger is like coming down, but as you notice, when I shoot, I have a very soft wrist on the release. So you see my hand will kind of like almost flop back and forth. And that's because, like I said, everything is like a reverse waterfall. Everything has to go up at the same time. So I'm not gonna have to emphasize jumping on my legs or emphasize getting my shoulders up or emphasize the snap of the wrist, because it's all happening at the same time, basically. As soon as I leave the ground, the ball has already left my hands.
So what's the importance of your wrist being soft? Why do you want your wrist to be soft on the release?
Because if my wrist's not soft, then I feel like I'm aiming the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I think shooting is a lot more about getting it up on the same arc every time, and you know what I'm saying, that consistency, than putting the ball in the basket like a line drive shot. You'll see some people shoot very straight, and like some people, but the best shooters, even Larry Bird, you see how much arc he gets. Steph Curry gets so much arc, but most consistent shooters get a lot of arc in their shot.
Okay. Now, tell them why, because a lot of times when you flick your wrist, it's more straight out than like, you know, a lot of people
down.
teach you to grab in the cookie jar, but yours is like.
Jar. Because, like I said, this is a soft wrist because, you know, a lot of my shot is in my forearm with my wrist, because when I move my forearm forward in my shot, my wrist has to follow. So all I have to emphasize in my hand or anything, because I have so much muscle memory and I've done this so much, is just to make sure the ball comes off my middle finger last. So on my shot, it's just, because I can't hold the ball and just, you know what I'm saying? Your hand don't work like that. Everything is connected. And once I'm coming out here, it's almost like, sometimes it's like a fishing rod. I will almost shoot the ball, not worried about anything else, but just like throwing my forearm at the basket. And it'll go in. And like I said, insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
All right, now I want you to talk about your offhand and the importance of having a soft offhand, as well as the timing of when you take your offhand off the ball and things like that.
I think it's really important to have your left hand have nothing to do with your jump shot. I think your jump shot should be the same all right hand. That's why we practice one hand rim flips, because now I feel I can shoot the ball from wherever on the court with just one hand. You know what I mean? And that's because, here, come behind me. When I'm shooting rim flips, my hand stays on the ball, yes, but as soon as I go up, my left hand does not move. And I learned this from my brother, and you can really see it in his shot, because he stops his hand right here and just goes up. One arm, you know what I mean? Type jump shot. But mine is the same way. But as soon as I get to here, just because my left hand goes up, it's off the ball. So, and I take it off the ball just simply by opening my hand. You know what I mean? If my hand's on the ball, because the ball is a circle and I have to grip the ball, as soon as I open it up like that, it's off the ball. Just like that. Having your left hand off the ball is important because of how important the rotation of the ball is. Having a good backspin is almost a perfect tell of a good shot. So another important thing about having your left hand off the ball is backspin. Backspin is very important because you want everything to be consistent and in line. And one thing to know your shot is in line and in line with your body and in line with the basket is the rotation of the basketball. And because my middle finger is in the middle of my leg, of everything splitting, my middle finger is splitting everything, including the ball. And that's why you should have a perfect backspin on a basketball. If your left hand's in the shot, you might have a different type of backspin or something like that. But if it's just right hand, and then it comes with these last two fingers,